Hey YouTube, welcome back. Matt here again. Today we're going to go over, I'm going to show you some of my Jeff Gordon car collections. I'm a huge Jeff Gordon fan. Unfortunately, he is now retired. So now, at least he does race commentary, so that's kind of a cool thing. Again, we're going to go over some of the stuff I have of some of it. 164 sale cars I have in the collection. Not all of them. I think the majority of them I have out. I have a couple, at least one couple that I didn't get out, I think. And I have a 143 scale that I have out. Some of these cars are from the early 90s to early 2000s. First thing I'm going to start out with is from 93, which is his rookie year. It is a Matchbox Team Convoy limited edition. Here that is. And this is Chevy Lumina, actually, stock car. It came with a gold car. You see its sponsors here. It's a Kenworth truck that car's on the back of with the hulls. Again, this is called the Matchbox Team Transporter Series. There's the back of the package. It only has a see-through on these two sides, this side, and again on this side as well. Happy to have this as part of my Jeff Gordon collection, and plus in the collection of cars in general. I'm just not going to leave it as my Jeff Gordon collection because I do have other NASCAR drivers in the collection as well. But again, those are a little less than Jeff Gordon. So that's the 93 Matchbox Team Convoy that I have in my collection from him. I'll place that one right up here. Next car I am going to show you. I have, it's kind of a yellow, the thing's starting to get kind of yellowed up here. But this is, let me go back. Let me check. I think this is an early 2000s car. I don't see a copyright date on it right offhand. I'm going to say it's around 2001, 2002. This is based on the paint scheme. This is the 143 scale car I have in my collection. This is about the biggest. I think I do have a 124 scale in the collection. So that's this one. So there's the front of it. Again, the blister part is getting kind of yellowed, so I might have to get another one so I can open this one up. I've had it in the collection for a long time. So that's this one. And this one is about a 2002 Monte Carlo. That's what I'm thinking right offhand anyway. The next one I'm going to show you is, I'm going to say around 98. World Winner's Circle, just like the last one. And these were actually Kenner and Hasbro, when Hasbro owned Kenner cars. Most of them are. Actually, all of them are, except for the Matchbox I just showed you. This is from winning the 97 championship. So we got him standing on the hood of the car after the race. That race took place in Atlanta Motor Speedway in November, let's say the 16th of 97. So this is his second championship of his career at this point in time. Do not have a 95 championship car. So, or I don't even know where my 98 championship car is. So again, this is another Chevy Monte Carlo. Again, this is his second championship year. Happy to have it in the collection. So this is pretty cool. Moving on from that one, we're going to move on, and I'm going to show you another one. I think this is 97 as well. A 97 car as well, I should say. And this is, yep, 97. So this probably came out in about 98. I believe this is from 97, his championship year as well, from when he won the Winston Million. Only the second driver to win the Winston Million besides Bailey, which was the first. So this car was produced for that. You can see on the rear corner panel, it says the Winston Million, I believe, on the rear right about there. Again, that's what this car's for. So, happy to have this one in the collection. Alright, next car we're going to go show. I want to pick, let's see, from, this one's going to be about a 2002 Riccar. Because this is 2001 championship car from that, celebrating his 2001 championship, I should say. So there's a car, there's a nice picture of him back there after winning the championship. And that was his fourth and final championship. He almost won it in the year he retired, which I think he got gypped, but that's me, being a Jeff Gordon fan. So that's this one. Next car we are going to go with, this is his Looney Tunes car back in action. So this is a special light paint scheme. Again, I believe this was this was from about 05. So it's got what the hood of the actual car would look like. And of course, it's on the hood of this car as well. So, and you got Yosemite Sam back here on the rear quarter. Happy to have it in the collection. I think he almost won the championship this year, and I believe on the back bumper we got, I can't really tell who that is on the back bumper, but you know, it's got Looney Tunes over it. So it's even got Bugs and Daffy on the trunk lid of it. So that's kind of cool. And I believe this car actually made an appearance in that movie, so that's awesome as well. Next car we're going to take a look at. Again, yes, most of these cars do look the same due to the fact they are all the same pretty much paint scheme most of his career. Started out with the rainbow paint scheme, which is the first one that I showed you in the 97 championship. It wasn't until 01 that he switched to the flame paint scheme, but he was 24 throughout his whole NASCAR, Cup Series race. He did run a couple races for Dale Jr. when he was out racing the year after he retired full time in the 88. This one is another one of his from, I want to say, around 04, 05 season. So that's this one. Happy to have this one as well. The next car we are going to show you. This is This is an action performance car, which is pretty cool. This is a way different paint scheme than what I've just showed you. This car is from 2000, so it's probably about a 99 paint scheme that he ran, and I think this was it was like a one race paint scheme. So, but this car is pretty cool. It actually is two parts. You can see the whole inside of the race car, and if you I open the package up, I can put the body down onto the roll cage and everything. So it's actually pretty cool to have in the collection. one of the coolest diecasts I have in the collection like this anyway. So that's this car. And the last thing I'm going to show you in this video, I know it's right long, this car is about an 04 race car, but I didn't have a car that looked like, the reason why this one's the coolest, and here we go, this is a car that he ran about back in the early 2000s, late 90s. Basically, he had this whole paint scheme until about 2001, so, and I think this is about a 2000 car. I put it with, this car is with a Lug Nut off a race that I got to go see him run, the Brickyard 400. I forget what year I got this, but I'm going to say it was around 2012 that I got this Lug Nut off the car. A buddy of mine invited me to a race that he got tickets to from his family for his birthday, and we were on the pit road side of the Brickyard of the Indianapolis 5 race, and we walked along the pits, and they were pretty much handing these out after every pit stop. So I guess he only used them once. So when they handed it to me and I asked for it, it was really, really hot because it just come off the car. So that's kind of cool. So that's this kind of thing I made for the Lug Nut display itself. Again, I didn't have the paint scheme of the car he was running that day. Maybe somewhere in the future I'll get it. So I just wanted to put a Jeff Gordon car with the Lug Nut. Thought it was cool. I do have his autograph. It is hanging on the wall. Do have a lot more Jeff Gordon stuff inside other car stuff just besides cars. But I think that's going to do it for this video. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Until I talk to you all in the next one. Bye-bye.